finally here. Okay, before I start sharing my journey, I just want to narrate a small girl's story. Her name is Kirti, who was 7 years old. By then, her parents were separated already and had a younger sister. And her mother wanted to do something like a small business to feed her children. And one day, she was sitting idle and she got a thought of selling, budgies. Like in the villages in the evening time, they usually sell budgies and lemon sodas and stuff. So she thought she should definitely do budgies because she's very good at cooking. So she started making budgies and everything, and then she was looking for a vendor to sell the budgies around evening 5 p.m. or something. And then this little girl comes to her mother and says, "Amma, can I please sell this off?" And she's like, no, you can't do it. How can you do it? You're very small. You can't lift this. Amma, I can lift this. And she will lift the cans and she will say, no, I will do it. I saw people doing it every day and I can do it. And she was like, okay, because she has to take care of the younger one. She let the elder one do the job. And that little girl went all the way to the area and she was started selling budgies, saying that, "Bajji lamma, bajji lu." And then she started selling everything in the cans, like 1 can full of budgies and 1 can full of chutney. And then she went all the way everywhere. She sold everything in 2 hours and she got back home and gave her 250 or 300 rupees to her mom. And that was the first time she saw a bright white smile on her mother. And that little girl, today standing in front of you as Vithika Sheru, as Vithika Sheru, an actress, an influencer, content creator, and a YouTuber, and a homemaker, and also event organizer and fashion designer. The list goes on. Because at the age of 11 years, I didn't know what my life's gonna be and how I'm gonna, I didn't have a dream, a future, nothing. I had only one goal, that I should look after my family, my mom, my younger sister. And I saw my mom only failures. I saw only her failures. Like she went to Dubai to be as a nanny. She was an asthma patient. She couldn't sustain there for more than 3 months. And I saw her working so many places and I saw her selling saris just to feed us. That span of 6 years, I saw only, fail. I had only one dream. I should make her so happy that I will be her favorite child. That was the only dream I had at that point of time. And in school, I was the most active girl, like every other girl. So I used to participate in so many cultural events, and also my neighbors my neighbors used to appreciate my homeworks and everything. And one day, one uncle said, "You're so active, why don't you act in serials or television?" I was like, "Oh, really? Can I act?" And he was like, "Yes, of course you can act." And the next day, immediately I got a call, like my mom got a call, "Why don't you get your kid to certain set, like serial set?" It's a very famous serial called Chakravakam. That's where I got the opportunity from, my first opportunity as a granddaughter of a negative role. So I went there. To reach there, we had to walk from Indiranagar to Jubilee Hills. From there, we took a share auto, me and my mom, with 3 rupees. Back then, it was only 3 rupees. So we went to Nanakramguda. From there, we walked almost 3-4 kilometers and gave an audition. They selected immediately because it was a very, very small role. There was not much effort. But reaching there, and it was a big mess, but we went there, we gave audition, and I got paid 1250 rupees, my first earning, all by myself. I was like, I acted for 5 days, I got big amount of money, like 5,000-6,000. And my mom like, "I should celebrate your birthday and spend all the money." I'm like, "Amma, I don't want birthday. Like, just buy me a good dress, that's it." She's like, no. My mom's brain and my brain sync very well, that we used to spend all the money on our unnecessary things like outfits and, makeup and stuff. That was my first earning. And after going forward, I went to so many offices. Me and my mom used to only walk and give audition. These days, it's everything on social media, like you do reels or shorts or you get famous and you get opportunities. But back then, it's not like that. We have to do a photo shoot. which was very, very expensive back then. Those days, there were no collaborators or collaborative segments. Back then, we should definitely hire a photographer, for which we need 5,000 rupees. Oh my God. If I think about those days, I'll just go numb, because we thought we will give him advance of 2,000 rupees. We will start the shoot. After shooting, we will request that guy to give for another 1,000 rupees, and then we will get the pictures. He said, until you pay 5,000 rupees, I'm not giving you the pictures. And I worked whole day, like I was 14 years old. I'm like, I'm not getting my pictures, high resolution pictures he didn't give. He gave only low resolution pictures, where I took all those pictures. Me and my mom again went to the offices searching for roles. They rejected me for only 2 reasons. One, I used to go for a friend character for heroine. They used to reject me because I look older for younger for a friend character. When I go for a sister character roles, they say you look elder for a sister character. I'm like, which character will you give me? What should I do? I just need money. I don't want to become like super heroine or super actress or anything. I just want money to feed my family. That's it. No other goals. I didn't have a dream, as I told you. I never wanted to have luxuries, or I never wanted to have anything. In this way also, I didn't stop my education. I used to go to school like weekly, twice or thrice. Thanks to my teachers and principals, because they literally encouraged me to be an artist, and also, also I should have a good education. So one day I got an opportunity as a heroine at the age of 14. Nobody would believe in my family. How did you get an opportunity as a heroine? Me and my mom like, no, she got an amazing opportunity. The movie shooting will finish in 3 days only. I'm like, everybody were like, 3 days, But those days, people used to make satellite films, very low budget, which will release only in TV. That we didn't know. I was only excited for putting on that makeup and heroine on the set, and that glamorous world that I saw on TV. I was like, okay, I was so excited. Before that, I didn't even sleep. I'm like, okay. We went on the set. Here comes the best and the worst part of my life. We went on the set. After going there, they asked me to wear a very small skirt. I was like, okay, fine. My mom is like, yeah, wear this, is very nice. And I wore, and she saw my legs and, what is this? What are you? You're like so ugly. You need to shave your legs. I'm like, I was so scared. I was like this. And she literally got a hair removal cream, and then she removed all my hairs on the legs, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm doing it. Then I again started washing. It's like a car washing scene. I started washing the car. They made me smile, dance and everything. Whole day we were doing all this. 3 days shooting, no, not 8 to 5 job, not like that, 9 to 5 job. It's not like that. It was like almost 38 hours continuously, night shoot also. And evening comes, they asked me to wear a sari. I'm like, sari? Okay, it's pretty. I love sari. Like today also I'm wearing a sari. I'm so in love with the sari, so I wore it, and they asked my mom to wait. And they asked me to fall on the other actor, like, hug him. I was 14 and that guy was 45 years old. I didn't imagine this kind of a heroine character in my life ever. I'm like, I felt something bad. I didn't want to do it. That day actually, I just stood up for myself. I ran away from first floor to ground floor. I went to my mom, Amma, let's go. Elpodam. I said this, let's go, please, I can't be. What happened? This is what they did to me. She became so rebellious, like, my daughter is not doing anything like this, let's go. At the night, 1 a.m., we didn't know what to do. And there was one guy who helped us to escape from the set. And that lady producer literally said, your daughter won't make it. Just put mehendi and bangles to her and send it to her husband's house, get her married. I'm like, I heard all these things. No, what is happening? This is not what I want. And we went back home. My mom and me were so panicked, like we didn't feel like going out only for next 3 days. Everybody kept asking, what happened? You said you're doing a movie as a heroine. I'm like, no, it's happening. It will release someday. And then And that was a most memorable experience because I wrote down on my diary also. I should definitely not meet these people again in my life. Thankfully, I didn't. And then unknowingly, I got an opportunity as a background dancer. From heroine to again background dancer. Because I get money, right? We get paid like 2,000 rupees per day or something. Again, I went back, I was dancing in Bapugari movie. I think one of his movies. And the main lead was someone else, and I was dancing so far, like wearing some blue color lehenga, like dancing, and they saw me in the camera. Bapu Garu literally asked someone to call me, and he said, I think you should dance with the main lead, just one moment I had. I'm like, oh my God, this is more than a heroine opportunity because I'm dancing with some of the main lead. And that movie released and we watched it like 100 times I think I was there for 5 seconds maybe. 5 seconds. I was like, I look more beautiful than all of these girls. That's the reason they called me. Okay, that was one instant where we got a lot of contacts because it was such a big movie. I end up going to Kannada language. The girl who was in Bhimavaram doesn't even know what is Hindi. Gone to Kannada directly as a second lead of the movie. I don't know how I got the opportunity, but they auditioned almost 75 girls, but I got the opportunity. And maybe you guys know this Aadavaru Maatlalu Ardhalu Verle Telugu film. I played Kalaswati character in the Kannada. And it was my favorite role. So I gave my 100% and I got multiple opportunities. From the age of 14 to 16, everything was perfect. Like, I'm earning whatever the money I want. I was a model. I participated in Miss Hyderabad, but I ended up at top 5 only because they asked me a question where, what is the importance of father? Because I didn't have a father, I didn't know. I'm like, I went numb. My mom like, why didn't you say anything? Because I don't know the value of father because you never gave me that thought also. You raised me so good. And the next year immediately, because I have become a very famous girl in the city, they invited me as a judge. That was something good. But I felt good because few things happens for a reason. Like, I didn't end up winning that. So the next year, I got a better opportunity to be as a judge because I went into movies. So life went on. Like every other girl here or in the world, I fell in love at the age of 18. And that too, one of my director. Meer anukunna. Okay. Okay. So, every other girl, first relationship will end up, I think in my life, that relationship taught me a lot. I'm very thankful to that guy. He's not my husband. Oh my God. It was so toxic, so negative, I didn't imagine. I can't even imagine if I go back and like correct something. No, I don't want to because that guy he said, love at first sight. I fell for you. You're such a beautiful girl. I want to marry you. This is how the proposal got. I was 18. I very calmly said, you should talk to my mom, then only I'm okay with it. And he went to my mom and said, auntie, I want to marry her. Marry her. We were like, yeah, it's like a proposal. It's not like some love story that we fall in love and all that. And from childhood, whoever asked me, what is your dream or goal? I want to get married, have a happy life with 2 kids in my arms. This was my goal. As I told you, I didn't have anything picturized in my brain. So I fell for him just because he said, I want to marry you. 8 months, we had an amazing relationship. I was like cooking, feeding, buying shirts for him. One side love story. And he used to be thankful and all that. And everything, all of a sudden, I get a message on Facebook. Those days, Facebook was very famous. I got a message saying that, at least now you should talk to me. Some random guy. I'm like, why this guy is saying like that? I didn't respond. Again, I got a message because your director is getting married to my cousin. I'm like, what? I'm working only at that moment of time. I'm working on only one movie. So I'm like, okay, which director? Immediately, which director? He said, so Nick. I'm like, I called him. What? Are you getting married? He's like, oh, నీకు తెలిసిపోయిందా? I'm like, dude, you're elder than me. I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know bad words also. I'm like, what are you even talking? I literally had to cry for almost 3-4 months, and I'm like, why this happened to me? You know what he said? Wait till the marriage date. I will come back to you. Don't you trust me? When your intentions, you know what's happening, and when other person says don't you trust me, don't trust them ever. But I trusted him. I was waiting for him because it was my birthday, Feb 2nd. I'm like waiting for him. I see a picture, happily engaged. I'm like, thankfully, one relationship has happened. I'm like, no more relationship, nothing. I should work hard. I should take care of family. I have responsibilities. What am I doing? I went on a trip to Tirupati and I prayed to God, and I'm like, next time I'm not doing all this. I'm going to concentrate. I don't want anybody. I'm going to be happy girl. I manifested that. And a lot of people said, because he left you because of this reason, that reason, whatever reason it might be. Today I'm so happy. And in this part I missed one point where I went for an audition for the movie called Kotta Bangar Lok. At the age of 15, I guess, I went for the audition for a friend character to the heroine. That day they auditioned, they said, you look great, but we need these kind of dates. My dates were not available because I was doing a Kannada film, and I didn't get the opportunity, but I really wanted that opportunity, but God didn't wanted it, because I have a special day to meet love of my life. Because that movie hero, Varun Sandesh, is my husband. And and I met him at the right moment of my life. After my first relationship, I met Sandesh in a movie set. We did a movie together and we fell in love. For maybe we went for a few dates and it was all understandable. Like, already I had a toxic relationship behind, and he was into movies and busy life, he was called as a lover boy. So I'm like, okay, see, if you want to go further, let's get married. Nothing else. I don't want relationship, coffee dates or anything. Let's get married. And I got married at the age of 21. When I was getting so many opportunities from Tamil, Kannada and Telugu as well. But I didn't wanted it, because I found my love here. Why do I have to work anymore? Like, I didn't wanted to work anymore. I wanted to be a dependent, like homemaker, be at home, cook for husband. We got married, and then my in-laws were so protective about me. They never asked me to do this, do that, or they gave me so much freedom, everybody in the family. From 3 people to family of almost 70 people, whatever the gathering happens, like birthday or anything, all the people used to come. I was the best daughter-in-law in the family. Like, they used to compliment me and everything. And I was, all of a sudden, Sandesh and me wanted to, shift the careers. Like, he wanted to do good movies only. But at that moment, we are not getting any movies. So we thought of going to US and do some business. And we went back to US. And he started learning SAP, and I wanted to do something. At that moment, we did a catering service. Me and Varun Sandesh. Nobody would know this. So me and him, we agreed, like, let's do this. For, I think I got an order of 50 people. I said, I can do it, Sandesh. Like, that budgies. I said, I can do it, Sandesh, let's kill it. And one day before they gave the order, we didn't even have utensils. Like, we didn't have, because we were 2 people, everything was small things. We had to buy everything and then get everything, cook. And, I didn't know how we made it, but we made it, only 2 of us. In US, we don't have, helpers or anybody. We should do everything. So we did that, and I earned like $500 or something, and we enjoyed. We went on a date and it was good. But I thought, this is not the right thing that we have to do. You have to follow your passion. Even I should follow my passion. Let's go back to India. That's where our life is. Again, we got back. I started event organizing company. I did small weddings and all. That's when one reality show happened. Me and Sandesh went. Everybody knows about it. That reality show, actually Sandesh didn't want it to go. But we need financial support, such a big support we needed at that point of life, that point of the time. I said, Sandesh, we are going. Let it be however it turns out to be, but let's go. And I forced him. We both technically understood the situations and everything, and then we entered. And all the story I had in my heart, and how much struggles I went through, how I got married and everything. After going there, they started projecting me as a negative girl. Like for 90 days, they didn't show one positive thing about me. Like there are people who used to text me so badly after coming out. I was expecting, I had 1.5K followers or something. I thought I'll have 1 million followers by the time I go back. I got back and I went to my Instagram. I'm like, it's just 2.5K. I thought I will reach 1 million. What happened? Then my sister explained what happened, how they projected everything. You know, nothing is in your hands when you go to a reality show. That's what I understood. Okay, my husband got a best name. I was so happy, like every other girl, like, you know, whatever happened, it's okay, fine. And I saw backlash then, like, you know, people got to know who I am in a wrong way. And I went into depression. My friends started telling me, you should definitely get a help because you're not normal. You can't be like this. You're crying normally, like I couldn't even eat properly and I was starving. That's when I understood. I should change the perspective how people think about me. What should I do? That's when lockdown happened, 2020. And we were like, we didn't know what to do, and all the funds that we got from the reality show were, you know, going off because it's a lockdown, everybody is at home. I started making small videos on Instagram, like how to make cooker cake, very famous, pan pizza, very famous. I used to make all that and feed almost 12 people in my house because me, Sandesh, my mom, my cousins, everybody in the same villa we were staying. So I used to cook every day and feed everyone, and that was the regular thing. And I got a thought starting a YouTube channel where my Vithika 2.0 started. I put up a promo for the YouTube channel. I got such a negative comments under this, like, oh, for YouTube channel also you need a promo. Oh, who will watch your videos? And all this. I didn't stop. I started creating content that will be relatable to all the girls sitting here and all over the world. It should be something like DIYs. They're very famous on my channel. People started loving my DIYs and I get a lot of encouragement by that. I started doing videos. I did almost like 150 videos as of now, and people got so connected. I don't do anything different. I don't do anything, something that, you know, not regular. I do regular stuff, but differently. Like, you know, I just get connected to the audience so closely, like they feel I'm their sister or younger sister, elder sister, like, you know, next girl door. And that's how my journey was happening, and everybody started messaging me. And in that journey also, I showed how did I got my sister married with all by myself. And that made me to reach my audience so close. Like in that video, I mentioned like, to a girl to get married, we don't need a father or a elder brother. Don't live in that stigma, like, you know, oh, pella valante, you have to have a father, good father, you have to be financially independent. No, I got married all by myself, like every other Indian marriages happen, no, like that only. I got my sister also married with all by myself, with all the money I earned. And before 30, whatever I wanted to do, I accomplished everything. Today, I am capable of taking care of my mom's medical bills and my sister needs and my husband. Sometimes I'll take care of my husband needs also, but we are independent very much. But I'm so happy and thankful. And the YouTube channel thing was happened because of my friend, and we both have started equally, and I'm really thankful to him, because without his support it wouldn't have happened. Nobody believed in me, nobody believed I could sing or do anything, but he made me rap in my life. That made me so close to the audience, so I'm very thankful to him as well. So in all this process, 29 years, I want to thank the younger version, Kirti, who sold the budgies, and the teenage version of Vithika, who came out of a toxic relationship so bravely, and Vithika, 21 years old, getting married at the early stage of life, but I'm very thankful to her. And I'm thankful to the Vithika that's standing here, because I never gave up. If I can do it, you can also do it. I'm like a normal girl, and I don't have that much education that you guys are having. I literally wrote my 10th class exams going to my hometown before 1 week, like distance education, like I just wrote my exams and I came back. I just got pass marks. But there are so many career opportunities nowadays. Don't ever give up. If you want your life to be happy, independent, just create your own life. DIY, do it yourself. Nobody gonna do it. Nobody gonna do it for yourself. Like, you should do it for yourself. So thank you so much for this opportunity. It means a lot. A girl from Bhimavaram till here on the TEDx prestigious stage. Thank you so much. It means a lot.